Let me say something that might challenge you a little. So, you might not be inconsistent. You might just not feel safe being seen. I've been paying attention to this in my own life because I can plan, I can be focused, but there are moments where I just stop. And I used to label that as lack of discipline, but I'm starting to question that because in psychology, avoidance is a well documented pattern. It often shows up when something feels emotionally uncomfortable, like fear of rejection, or fear of failure, or even fear of being fully seen. So instead of moving forward, we pull back. Not because we're lazy, but because something in us is trying to reduce discomfort. An important thing to know though is that this doesn't mean all inconsistency is avoidance, but it can be a factor worth examining. What if I'm not inconsistent? What if I'm only consistent when I feel emotionally safe? Because that changes everything. That means the issue isn't strategy, it's internal stability. And this is where I've been sitting spiritually because in Second Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, Paul is encouraging Timothy not to shrink back in fear as he steps into responsibility. And that phrase, sound mind, in context, points to steadiness and self-control, not the absence of emotion. So for me, I'm not reading that as don't feel fear. I'm reading it as don't let fear be the thing that leads you. I'm still working through this in real time, I'm telling y'all, but I'm starting to see that consistency might not come from pushing harder. It might come from feeling safe enough to stay.